So I visited the hospital yesterday and I came across a very touching story that I want to share with you today on Breaking Point, right? So I came across a story of a 19 years old girl who they rushed into the hospital, for an emergency. What exactly was this emergency? She took sniper and she wanted to buy herself. Like, she won't buy herself. The thing, it kept me worried. I was thinking, like, a 19 years old girl wanted to buy herself. Why? Because her boyfriend, he jilted on her. Yeah, her boyfriend jilted on her, and like the relationship wasn't going well again, and she thought the best way out of it is to end it. That is one. On the other hand, I also now hear a story of a House of Assembly member, a woman who also was rushed to a hospital because she took, sniper to buy herself. And then this is just what happened yesterday. When I heard this story today, this is current thing that was going on that yesterday. So I began to wonder. I was thinking this whole buying thing, sniper, people trying to take their own life and all that has been a thing of the past. I never knew it's still in vogue. Now, a House of Assembly member, a House member wanted to buy herself because she called her husband on the phone and then she heard the lady's voice on the background. That was it. And the next thing, she wanted to buy herself and she was rushed to the hospital and all that. Sometimes when we live our life, on one or two occasions, if you just try to, visit these sensitive places, hospital, prison and all that, once in a while, just visit them and then you realize that there is every need to attach value to this great asset that God has given us. And something came to my mind that if God was to sue us to court, like to a law court, it would be most likely for mismanagement of life. If God was to sue you for your life, because this is something you don't have power to give to yourself, and it's been given to you free of charge. And He who gave you this is expecting you to do something. What is He expecting you to do? To manage this thing He has given you. How much do we manage our life? How much do we manage our health? The kind of food we eat, what we take in, and all that. If God was to sue us to a court for mismanagement of life, would you be an escape? Would you come out of it? How much more careful are you about the things you eat, about the things you take into your body? Because a lot of these things go inside and they contaminate our body. These are even on a general note of the food we eat. Talk much more of conceiving the thought to want to end it. Why would you want to end it? The whole love thing, I think I will even talk about that. The whole love thing we even talk about. Do you think we can even define, apart of we can act it? How many of us can really, be practical, can really do this love thing as God really expects us to do it? We're analyzing the topic some time ago. I'll talk about agape love. That's the kind of love God has towards us. How many of us as humans do you even think have the capacity to express that agape love, which is an outward expression of an innermost feeling? How many of us will feel dwam? How many of us will feel love that unconditionally as God expects us to do? So how much more? Who do you think? Nobody should want it. I understand humans can be cruel, and all that. But then, even at that, don't allow the happiness and, the essence of your living be tied just to one person, that as into one person. Don't make it go to that extent that when the person now misbehaves, it calls for the extension or the, hibernation of your life. No, your life is worth more than that. So thank you. This is the story I thought I should share on you today on Breaking Point. Let's learn. Don't forget, like I always say, don't give up. You know why? Because God will not and cannot give up on you. He loves you so much. Have a good day.